Right now, someone in your circle is secretly testing your breaking point to see how much disrespect you will swallow. If you miss these 5 subtle traps, you will voluntarily hand them the blueprint to destroy your status and exploit your resources forever. Watch until the end to decode their tests and shatter their script. Rule number 1. They intentionally make you wait for critical data, answers, or arrival to check your emotional stability. In social warfare, the person who controls the clock controls the rank. A manipulator will purposely delay a vital text reply for 6 hours, or arrive 15 minutes late to a high-stakes meeting, wrapping it in a fake, casual excuse. They aren't busy. They are auditing your reaction. If you call them frantically, look visibly annoyed, or ask why they took so long, you fail. You signal that their absence has leverage over your nervous system. You grant them high-status authority to smash the delay test, deploy the law of absolute disregard. When they finally arrive or reply, do not adjust your posture, do not mention the delay, and do not show irritation. Treat their arrival with the cold indifference of a king greeting a late servant. If they try to apologize, cut them off with a flat, low-tempo sentence. Your delay is irrelevant. Let's focus strictly on the raw data. State your point. You flip the power dynamic by demonstrating that their physical absence didn't occupy a single second of your brain capacity. Rule number 2. They drop a compliment wrapped inside a hidden insult to see if you will smile and swallow the poison. This is the most common tool of hidden rivals. They will approach you in front of the team and say, "Wow, you executed that project surprisingly well for someone with your level of experience." The room hears a compliment. Your subconscious hears a direct knife attack. They are testing your boundary radar. If you smile, say thank you, or laugh nervously, you submit. You show the predator that you are blind to covert aggression and ready to swallow larger doses of disrespect for free. To destroy the backhanded audit, you must legally force them to strip away the mask. Do not get mad, do not fire back an insult, and do not stay silent. Maintain absolute, stone-cold poker face stillness. Look them dead in the eyes for 2 full seconds and ask one clinical question in a lower, colder volume. What exactly makes my success surprising to you? Explain the logic. Watch them stumble the moment a hidden snake is dragged into the open light. Their entire cognitive script collapses, forcing them to retreat in total social embarrassment. Rule number 3. They ask for a major unearned favor with zero intention of reciprocity to test your compliance level. In Machiavellian engineering, this is called boundary encroachment. A social predator will ask you to lend them your expensive resource, cover their corporate shift, or solve their personal crisis on a weekend. They don't need help. They are auditing your capacity to say no. If you drop your priority, look eager to please, or compromise your schedule, you fail the test. You signal to their subconscious radar that your time and resources are cheap, and that you value their comfort more than your own sovereignty. To break the resource probe, deploy the wall of ruthless friction. Do not offer long defensive explanations or emotional excuses. Look them straight in the eyes and deliver a flat fact. I cannot allocate my resources or my time to this request. My schedule is locked. Then, stop speaking. Let the silence freeze the room. You force them to realize that access to your value requires an expensive entry fee, converting their cheap test into total submissive retreat. Rule number 4. They conveniently forget your verbal agreements to see if you will back down and avoid confrontation. This is a calculated reality hack. A toxic partner, coworker, or friend will cross a previously established rule and say with total calm confusion, "Oh, I don't remember us agreeing to that." You must have imagined it. They aren't forgetful. They are testing the firmness of your mental anchors. If you hesitate, look unsure, or let the violation slide just to keep the peace, you surrender. You give the predator a free license to rewrite the rules of your relationship and edit facts to fit their agenda. To destroy the amnesia trap, you must legally anchor the reality with zero debate. Never try to prove your past point and never get emotional. Maintain absolute poker face stillness, look them dead in the eyes, and say with freezing neutrality, My memory is an unshakable fact. We are moving forward based strictly on the original agreement. Execute it. You instantly castrate their cognitive game by proving that your frame cannot be edited or shaken by their fake confusion. Rule number 5. They ask tricky, intrusive questions about your personal life in public to scan your defense thresholds. This is a malicious social engineering tactic. A hidden predator will wait for a crowded corporate setting or a social gathering to ask you something deeply personal or uncomfortable. They will wrap it in a fake, smiling tone. They don't want an answer. They are auditing your public frame. If you stutter, blush, look away, or start frantically explaining yourself to the room, you fail the test. You signal to the entire group that your boundary is soft and that the manipulator can publicly alter your social rank at will. To shatter the interrogation, deploy the law of frozen reversal. Do not answer the intrusive question, and do not show anger. Maintain absolute poker face stillness, look them dead in the eyes for 2 full seconds, and say in a loud, flat, unapologetic volume, that information is completely irrelevant to this room. Next topic. Then, stare at them until they look away first. You castrate their social game by proving that your boundaries cannot be breached, even under public pressure. True social dominance doesn't belong to the loudest tyrant who fights for validation. It belongs to the quietest architect who ignores the emotional smoke bombs, sees through every hidden test, and forces the social predators to trip over their own calculated traps. When you master the laws of dark psychology and high-agency frame control, you stop being a reactive subject in other people's chaotic environments. You become the absolute ruler of your own reality. Your status is your signature. Never let anyone audit it for free. If you are ready to shatter their submissive matrices, reclaim your social gravity, and build a mind that no one can manipulate. Hit the subscribe button, leave a comment with your thoughts on these tests, and stay powerful. This is Quiet Power.